Support for this podcast comes from the Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise at the FAU College of Business. The Phil Smith Center for Free Enterprise supports the vision and strategic plan of the College of Business to advance thought leadership in business. The center supports chaired professorships and research, educational programs for faculty members and students, distinguished visiting faculty, along with a lecture series and other educational programs focused on the principles of free enterprise and how those principles affect growth and prosperity. Learn more at business.fau.edu/Phil Smith.
Hello, I'm Dan Gropper, Dean of the Florida Atlantic University College of Business. On this episode, I'd like to introduce Amir Javadinia, our newest assistant professor in marketing. Amir just finished his Ph.D. in marketing from the University of South Carolina. His research uses big data to investigate issues in marketing strategy, especially at the intersection of marketing and finance. In his research, he looked at the effects of product recalls on firm financial performance and market reactions, using data from the automobile industry. He also has work under review looking at the impact of marketing efforts on online crowdfunding success. He will be teaching the undergraduate marketing strategy course. Amir, welcome to FAU.
Hello, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
Amir, congratulations on finishing your dissertation. Can you expand for us on what your current research projects are and where you plan to take your line of research in the future?
That's a great question. Generally, I'm working on marketing strategy topics, and I'm using secondary data. And also, I use econometric methods. Currently, my projects involve automobile industry data. Specifically, I'm working on product recalls and corporate social responsibility. So in my first dissertation essay, which I'm preparing for a Journal of Marketing, we define a very new concept into marketing literature, which we call it product recall environment. And we wonder to know how this recall environment will affect stock market reactions to a product recall. So we simply say that every product recall announcement is surrounded by competitor recalls which constitute the environment, and these competitor recalls have some attributes like size, recency, publicity. Based on these attributes, we can define product recall environment and examine its relationship with stock market reactions to the recall. So that's pretty much my first dissertation essay. In the second essay, I'm looking into the relationship between a firm's corporate social responsibility efforts and its product recall outcomes. So I'm looking into firms that have higher corporate social responsibility records, better records in corporate social responsibility, whether these firms can reduce negative market reactions to their product recalls or not. And the interesting thing is that I'm focusing on philanthropy and sustainability efforts. And the interesting finding we have is that sustainability has a nonlinear relationship with product recall outcomes. So this is my dissertation essay. I have also some other ongoing projects in this area, especially product recalls. For example, in one of my projects, I examined the relationship between a firm's new product introduction behavior and the product recall behavior. In a totally different stream of research, I'm working on marketing communications in crowdfunding platforms. We have a paper which is being revised for second round review at Journal of Marketing. And in this paper, we see how different marketing communication tools, which are actually crowdfunding platforms, are affecting campaign managers, fundraising, affairs, whether the campaign manager can use these marketing communication tools to reach its campaign goal or not.
Amir, I understand you'll be teaching the undergraduate marketing strategy course. What about that course appeals to you and even excites you about teaching?
Because of my background in engineering and mathematics, I'm mostly interested in analytical parts and mathematical parts of any course. For example, when I was teaching marketing research, my focus was mostly on data analysis parts and basic statistics, something that is appropriate for undergraduate students. That's the same for marketing strategy. In marketing strategy, I can teach students many analytical tools that don't need advanced mathematical knowledge, but it still are interesting. And with these methods, the students can analyze data and interpret findings and make suggestions for managerial decision making. Marketing strategy covers a lot of marketing topics. This course also led me to be able to discuss case studies with students. Through these discussions, the class is very interactive. Students bring up a lot of valuable points and ideas, and I think they like it this way too, because they have freedom to provide any examples from real world. And since they write down reports for each case study, they come to class very prepared. And so that's the very interesting part of this course to me.
Amir, welcome to FAU, and thank you for joining us on today's podcast.
Thank you for inviting me to this podcast. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you very much.
To learn more about our activities and upcoming events, please see our College of Business website, business.fau.edu.
Dean Gropper Presents is part of the FAU College of Business Podcast Network. To learn more, visit us at business.fau.edu/podcasts and follow Dean Gropper on Twitter at FAU Business Dean.